Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Arnav and in this video I'll be talking about what is a sign commit and why do we need a sign commit. Before understanding what is a sign commit, let's understand why do we need a sign commit. Nowadays everyone is talking about open source. Open source has been a really great hype in the world right now and it's really great. But what if there's a case that someone pushes a malicious code and also falses their identity? Now their signed commits come to picture. What sign commit does is it attaches your identity along with that commit. That means you are the author of that commit. Now which actually solves the problem of creating a false identity. Now there's an already an official documentation presented by GitHub that I would like to share it with you. So if you go to or if you type sign commits in Google, then it will definitely show you that what is basically a sign commit is. Now, if you go over in this documentation, that it's basically says about signing commits and how can you configure it locally using GPG or SSH or SMIME. Now, in this documentation, they have showed you how to do it by using GPG key. Now, if it's not in the single documentation, there are multiple documentation involved that how to generate a GPG key. Then after generating the GPG key in your local system, how to tell GitHub that it's your key who is actually signing the commits with. That means configuring GPG key to your GitHub account. So as you can see, it's a pretty lengthy process. If you go over the documentation, you will realize that it's a pretty lengthy process. Now, to make your life easier, I have already written a blog for you that will actually help you understand signing commits using Git GPG key. In fact, configuring GPG key locally in a better way. So you can see that I have written all the steps properly and everything has been well structured as to help you guys understand about this. Okay. Now, as a beginner, when I was a beginner, it was also very tough for me to understand, and it might be tough for you as well if you are a beginner, right? Now, to make your life further more easier, I have an interesting tool to you for you that will actually make your life much more easier. Now, that tool is basically created by Sixtour. Now, Sixtour is an amazing company. I really like their tools, really like their products. Now, if you go over here in the documentation and if you go to GitSign, now, this is an amazing product by Sixtour. Now, what GitSign does is it basically implements a keyless Sixtour to sign commits with a valid OpenID Connect identity. Now, what is OpenID Connect? So, if you click on OpenID Connect, then this will open a new tab and you can see what is OpenID Connect identity is. Now, basically, what it does, it doesn't require a GPG key to set up in order to sign your commits, right? So basically after installing and configuring, what it will do whenever you make a commit, it will open a tab in your browser and you just need to authenticate using GitHub or Google or Microsoft, anything, and it will basically sign your commit with that. How cool is that, right? Now, it is very easy to installation and configure compared to GPG keys. So there's a long process involving GPG key, but in this, it's very easy to install. So if you have already Golang installed in your system, then you just need to use this. Or if you have Brew, then you can use Brew install GitSign. If you have Debian, then you can use this. If you have RPM, you can use this. Now you can check your installation by GitSign SS version, which is very easy. And after that, the final process is configuring Git to use GitSign because that's what we want, right? So if you have a single repository, like if you want to use GitSign for a single repository, then you can use this, that is git config test as local. Now, if you have multiple repository or in fact you want to add it globally in your local system, then you need to use this command. Okay, so this will actually add GitSign to all of your repositories, right? Now, I hope that this video helps you to understand that why signing commits is important and what are signing commits and what are the easiest way of signing a commit. Now, if you have any feedback and if you want to have any suggestion, give any suggestion, you can write down below in the comment section. And if you also want a detailed video on Sixtour, GitSign or CoSign, then I will definitely love to make such video. I will explain you the whole architecture and what is actually going behind. I will also explain you about how OpenID Connect works, right? So if you want that, definitely please write down in the comment section, and I will link all the blogs and documentation links in the description. So feel free to check that out. So till then, goodbye.